Hey pals, it's Sassy Cassie, and welcome back to another reaction video of Naruto Shippuden. As always, I'd like to thank all of my subscribers and anyone watching this video. Thank you so much for watching and continuing to follow me on this crazy shinobi journey. I would also like to give a very special thank you to my patrons. Now, previously on Naruto, we got another fun little informational session where Naruto has a lovely conversation with the Nine Tails, and even though the Nine Tails does try to spark and poke and prod Naruto like he usually does and tries to get him to get angry so that he can use more power and, Nine Tails can take over type of thing, Naruto, for basically the first time, yeah, there was the whole whenever he actually pulled the chakra out and all that, but that was also like a safe space. This is like the first time outside of a specific space for that, where Naruto is able to approach him calmly and just be like, I know you're trying to get me angry. I know that you're trying to trick me. And I love that he said, even I can tell. When it's that obvious, even I can tell. But I love that this time he strolled right into the cage, looked right in his eye, and said, I am going to do this, and there's nothing you can say to change my mind. Yes, obviously, the Nine Tails made some really good points about, the hatred cycle, which we've talked about a lot, especially when Nagato and Naruto faced off against each other. We've talked about, or he also mentioned that Naruto is just a kid and that he's still naive, and he's like, I understand because I've lived with you your whole life, but also, Nine Tails is also just a lot of hatred in general. But Naruto being like, yeah, I know, but he already made the decision, several episodes ago to live by Jiraiya's teachings and to carry out the dream that Nagato had. And so he will. Also, he has to be the child of prophecy. He has to, otherwise why introduce it? So I'm very excited, even though we know they're all going to be okay. I'm very excited to see how exactly we get there, because even though we know that there is Boruto, I am curious about how exactly he goes about ending the war. And are we going to get more of these chats between him and the Nine Tails? It honestly was something I wasn't expecting, because him, I forget, but the Eight Tails talking to Bee about how Naruto hasn't made the Nine Tails his friend yet. And I'm like, yet? They're going to be friends? How could they possibly be friends? I thought it was just going to be like a separation of chakra. That was going to be the end of it. But I guess because of how they explained the chakra exchange, it would be more convenient if they were friends and, Nine Tails wasn't trying to kill him or, whatever, take his chakra. But I don't know. I don't see it happening. I also think about just like the deepness of the Nine Tails voice. And I just keep thinking to myself, is it always going to be that no matter how many talks they have, if they do become friends, this is why I'm thinking this. If they do become friends, is he always going to have that deep voice? Or is that like his anger? That like his anger is, that's why his voice is that way. And then maybe if they become friends, he won't have such a deep, harsh voice. Crazy person theory. I don't know. I don't know if we'll get into that in this episode, but I'm very curious though where we are going to go. Where are they going? What are we going to get to? Because I noticed in my numbers that I wrote down that there's a slight time skip. So I wonder if this is going to be the last episode of like calm, peaceful stuff, and then the little skip in episodes is going to be back to battle. Or are they actually going to do a night assault? Unclear. But let's find out. Oh, that must be really difficult.
Hey, Hey, Neji, are you all right?
I mean, yeah, that's gotta be really straining, even for somebody who's like as skilled as Neji.
So, what do you know of the Akatsuki?
I thought I knew more than you did, but...
Who are these people?
It seems that ultimately we were both shinobi being used for others' purposes.
Oh, he didn't take all the players off the board.
The caster of this jutsu is using us.
Pain, with the Rinnegan, the 6 paths power that you possess, and with my Mangekyo Sharingan as well, we could do anything.
Okay, but are they being fully controlled?
Of my Genjutsu power when the time is right.
Itachi, you have always been wrapped in darkness, even back when you were in the Akatsuki.
Why didn't he pull them off the board, though? This is not where I thought we were going today, or in this episode. What is happening? If it's not clear, I don't know how to feel about this. Medic, ninja, in danger. Oh no. And they translated it. I try not to read them because I don't want to know, but they translated it. Oh, is it going to be Shizune? Or Sakura? I assumed it was going to be Sakura.
Okay, please send the next one in now. Hey, Neji.
Nope. 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 Mm-mm. Shadowy figures with that kind of noise? Are you kidding me? I know it said Medic Ninja in danger, but... Ugh. Ah!
To achieve that goal, I have to put my eyes to work.
Yeah, I know. But while you're here, try to rest.
Thank you.
And he's gonna leave. With that shadowy figure? Are you kidding me? I should have known. Well, I kind of already said it, but I should have known that just because it's nighttime don't mean nothing, especially if the other two are just walking around.
All right, we have to begin our rounds now. The next tense will be F5 through G3. Is something the matter? If you're still in pain...
Who is it? Who is it? Woo! Is it Kabuto? Is he trying to get more bodies?
Listen! Toyosa, Takimaru, and Hino were all found dead inside their tent! They were murdered! This can't be.
What's going on?
We've been infiltrated. It's the only explanation.
It appears that they're specifically targeting our Jonin medics.
Because that is a really good way to take down any team. You take down the healers.
We're fighting those under the reanimation jutsu. There's just no way to confront them without medics as backup to heal the injured.
If we let this paralyze us now, we'll lose the battle that starts at dawn.
Yeah.
Then I'll make sure to find who's responsible. With my very own eyes.
Well, that is so unsettling. This is turning into a scary movie. But this is a very smart plan on their part to attack their medic unit so they can't heal. If they can't heal, then they're not gonna win. Or at least they'll be at a more disadvantage because, yeah. Everybody knows in an RPG, protect the healer. Who is this person? Or is it just a random ninja that like got taken over?
He looks exactly like me.
Oh, it's you. You came back. Are your wounds bothering you?
What?
No, I feel just fine now. But the thing is, well, ever since you...
Blush marks. Blush marks. Oh, he wants to confess. I'm very confused by Neji, though.
Next time,
Is this...
when I go back into battle, there isn't
really
any guarantee that I'm going to return alive.
I mean,
So-
that's true?
Thanks for this. But But
Maybe this is the
I
time.
have someone else already, though, you see.
Sure, of course.
I hate in this light that he looks exactly like Orochimaru.
I guess I should go now.
I'm sorry.
Good luck. I hope everything works out for you. If you love him, then he must be a good man.
Questionable at best. But where... Like, is somebody taking over his body or impersonating him? I questioned it all. They hit you with that suspense music. Ah! Oh, and the church music is back. Of course. Of course. Because why not?
That soon enough, Madara will use us to break the silence. He's got something up his sleeve.
But this reanimation jutsu has been brought into play by Madara's new ally. It doesn't figure into Madara's original plans. Is that...
But how much do you know about the original plan? Because it feels like he's not telling everybody everything except for the plant dude. Sakura.
You doing all right?
Yes, Neji.
It's easy to get discouraged.
Or is there two of them in the camp? And he's the real one and there's a fake one, even though there was a smile.
Look at my arm again. It's still bothering me.
Sure. Take a seat over here.
She knows. Strength and power. I love that the music gets cranked up for her
How
too.
did you know?
Because pigs don't have hands, you big fake!
I was curious.
Tauntaun can still read signs since the hand remains uninjured.
Are you telling me that Tauntaun is just a pig?
It's the Zetsu. Interesting. So they could copy even like down to the whatever?
This is what was in Captain Yamato's reports. A note regarding parasitic clones. It was thought the Raikage and Killer Bee took down Kisame Hoshigaki. Now appears
But then
switched
he was
places with
alive.
a parasitic clone or some type of transformation.
So they didn't stop their assault. They just changed tactics a little bit to take them out behind enemy lines in a almost quiet way.
Then copy them and their chakra. Is that right?
And that explains a lot, but is that like every facet? I forgot that even happened.
There are just too many of them. And they absorb chakra too.
Makes sense, makes sense. But can he do that infinitely, or is this like a one-time thing?
What happened? Sakura has an emergency. We have to let Lady Shizune know.
Finish up already. Remember, we're both gonna be up next for guard duty.
Well, this means that there's going to be somebody else who is not actually on their side. Coming up behind them.
It's a long shift. Tetsu, don't stand behind me when I pee. Give a guy a little privacy, would you?
Well then, how about instead, I make you bleed?
Tetsu! What the?
And this is going to cause them to start like questioning each other, which breaks up the whole plan because they're already from different villages to begin with.
White Setsu has been impersonating various allied forces shinobi. He's able to mirror our chakra imprints.
That explains it.
If one of our shinobi had his chakra absorbed during the daytime battle, White Setsu can fully transform into him.
Well, Shikaku, what should we do?
Yeah, what are you supposed to do if you don't know? How could you figure it out? Yeah.
Dawn comes.
Yeah.
If we don't discover a way to tell the difference fast, we will lose time, plus all our men will be endangered. In the end, they could wind up killing each other by mistake.
So this was White Zetsu's ability all along, huh?
Why do I feel like there's more to it than just that, though?
I need to think. Be calm. I can solve this if I calmly analyze the situation. Sort and evaluate. Review all of the intel I have on this war.
He's breaking a sweat, which this is a very important job, I understand. But this is stressful. At the end? Okay. I feel like that was such a quick episode. I guess this makes sense why they, like, retreated. Of course they're going to use the cover of night, but also, it's not even like using the cover of night. This actually is a really, really smart strategy by making you question each other. If you don't know who you can trust, then you're breaking them apart from the inside. I thought it was to attack the medical corps, but they actually, I mean, they did attack the medical corps, but I mean, they attacked a lot of people from other camps. And if you start taking out people from the inside and you look just like, you know, a friend instead of a foe, then yeah, all very smart. It makes a lot of sense. It's a good strategy, but I'm very curious to see what Shikamaru's dad, what his strategy is going to be, because yeah, how do you get out of this? How do you fight this? Is there somebody whose jutsu specialization we don't know yet that could possibly combat this? Can Sensory, I mean, well, I guess not, because they, you know, he's able to copy their signature exactly. I don't know. I question it all. But a very good episode all around. I guess this might also contribute to why Madara was like, oh, it's all going to end tomorrow, because if he starts breaking up their forces now, by the time they get to the morning, they could be, you know, fully fallen apart and not able to defend against a secondary assault. But also, there's like 200 episodes left, so we'll see how this goes. They're probably going to find a way to combat it. I just don't know how yet. Or maybe we're going to visit all the different camps during the night as they try to figure it out. I don't know, but for now, thank you all so much for watching and continuing to follow me on this crazy person journey. And until next time, bye.